Hello, my name is Drew Pickles, and I am the single most gayest thing in existence. If any of you faggots ever dare to contest that, then you're welcome to join me in a hot gay orgy, where I'll be banging your ass like a bag. That lost swell. So anyway, today I am going to Kony 2012. For those of you who don't know, Kony 2012 is a hilarious scam by the closeted faggot Jason Russell, who made an extremely manipulative video for his scam company, Invisible Children, and managed to convince a bunch of social justice warriors and stupid hipster faggots to donate a fuckload of money to him. Then later he got high on PCP and went out naked in public, jacking off onto cars and doing goat-see. Well, ever since I saw Jason Russell's Kony 2012 video, I've been obsessed with his gay face, wanting to fuck it on all fours with all my might. Then I saw his delicious bumhole in TV, and from then on I knew that me and Jason Russell were destined to meet. So, when I get to Kony 2012, I will without a doubt bump into an enormous line made up of trendy hipster faggots, who are drinking the Starbucks they carried with them all the way from the other side of town, wearing thick black winter clothing in the middle of July, in the hottest day of summer, because it's too fucking mainstream to wear light clothing in the colored heat, and talking on their iPhones with each other, when they are actually right next to one another in the line, discussing what an awesome person Jason Russell is. Disgusting, sweaty feminist feminazis, who are wider than they are tall, and are demanding that Jason Russell resign and be replaced by his wife, because him being a male and being in lead of Invisible Children is misogynist. Oh, and of course Jason Russell must be emasculated, because to them cocks are misogynist. Your typical American family, made up of soccer moms, big-ass fat hip dads who are busy trying to find a bench strong enough to support their enormous wide asses, and the little shitcoins that run around and trash everything, because they are overloaded with sugar and monosodium glutamate from the huge amount of McDonald's stupid cheeseburgers and chicken lard milkshakes they eat every day of the week. They came here to teach their children good values by donating to Kony 2012. Fat euphoric atheists wearing fedoras and preaching against religion, who want to convince Jason Russell to just straight out kill every member of Kony's army, also known as the Lord's Resistance Army, because they want every religious person to be sent to a gas chamber for the crimes of religion against humanity. An entire fucking gay parade, dressed in the colors of the rainbow, a lot of LGBT trannies, huge butt faggots and lesbians who knew that I would be coming here, and came to support me in bringing Jason Russell out of his closet for once and all, so we can all have a massive poopy gay orgy, fucking Jason Russell's delicious butthole. Then, after what seems like the time, since Joseph Kony was last relevant back in 2006, but is actually smaller than the smallest fraction of the Planck time, I will whip out my mastodontic, 300-mile-long cock, and begin jacking off to a strange and very perverted fantasy of Damon Lindelof sucking on my cock like you make really crappy movie scripts, but you sure do suck cock well. Time to try your ass out, you little faggot. I pulled out of his ass, and some never seen before lost episodes fell out without. Now I see where he gets his inspiration from. Now it's time to fill Lindelof up with a different kind of inspiration. And then, before I could unload my balls, your typical, very closeted and ugly trendy hipster faggot, by the name of Phil Fish, will have stared at me with a horny expression up till he realized he was acting gay, which he is really afraid of admitting to all his indie developer friends and the people in the video gaming press. He will interrupt me and say, "Get the fuck out of here, you stupid, uncool fake hipster faggot. This is only for cool and popular people like me, who donated his entire bank account to Jason Russell, because I love him. I like what he is doing. I truly believe in what." Then, before he could finish, I'll take my rot-hard boner and shove it down his throat. Phil Fish, putting up an expression mixed with horror and ecstasy, will begin sucking on my cock like a vacuum cleaner like his hipster Pinot glasses fell off of his face and slid down onto my hilt. I have to pause for a second to grab them and throw them aside, as my crotch looked way too much like this sorry faggot's face, especially with a neckbeard that looks like my pubic hair. Now time to try your ass out, you little faggot. I'm fucking his ass, while slapping his butt. I'm bringing sexy back, and I'm bringing the true lol cow faggot out of you. Phil Fish will, by then, be crying like a fucking baby, while telling me how he wishes the swell gayness was a building and he could set it on fire with me in it. Using your tears as anal lube. Now your friends will forever hate you, because in feminism males can't get raped. But don't worry, because they are also enormous hypocrites just like you are. While this rape scene is going on too long, using your fedora, hipster glasses, sweat-drenched neckbeard, Pepsi bottles, and iPhone, as dildos like one moment please, I just have to reach up into my asshole and find the phone. Finally I managed to turn off that god-awful generic indie game music playing on his phone. Now, where was I? Oh yes. Now excuse me, while I smell the flowers. The ones my STDs just grew on your ass. Okay, I think this rape scene has gone on way too long. Bag, that lost swallow. Pulling my cock out of his ass, along with it will come out an entire fucking store load of 8-bit anal beads made out of blocky pixels, horse dildos, more dildos, and more fucking dildos, and even more fucking dildos than I could count. Oh, and a banana wrapped in a condom. And then another banana, wrapped in a sock. Philfish will be laying on the ground, covered in my very special juice of love, and crying like a little bitch, cursing at me for ruining his indie game developer image in front of everyone, and especially his gay love idol Jason Russell. Seeing that annoying little faggot bawl his lungs out will make me really fucking pissed, so I will grab my mastodontic, 300-mile-long cock and get ready to smack him to death. But just then, his indie developer friends, whom up until now were all jacking off to the rape scene, will realize what they were doing, and then get angry and try to maul me for what I did to Philfish and demand I die at the hand of social justice. But then, they will notice all the dildos in the floor, and finally cave into their homosexual urges. I will be left utterly shocked, as I see all those faggots use the dildos as dildos. Then after a little, while I'll get super fucking horny, and I'll rape all the indie dev faggots like while I can tell that none of you are anal virgins. I feel like humping air. Bag, that lost swallow. Then all the indie game developer faggots will commit suicide out of shame for being gay, and now I'll just grab my cock and shove it up the asses of all the males in the line, like I cannot possibly believe that anybody fell for that fucking Kony 2012 scam. All of you people must be dumber than Christian Weston fucking Chandler, if you fell for that. Smacking all the women in the line, like smack. This is the closest you feminist whales will ever get to touching a dick. Smack. Most feminists are all just fat ugly women that can't get cock even for fucking money. Smack. Now I'll end your suffering. Smack. Now back to my previous task. Now all of you suck my cock. I really think you all actually deserve to donate money to invisible children. Keep on feeding Jason Russell's dildo budget. Using your I Need Feminism boards, baby carts, shitcorns, large hammy pig legs, and fedoras, as dildos out. I guess I can still give all your money to Jason Russell after I'm done fucking him in the ass. Oh god, my dick is itching. Bag, that lost swallow. Then, after having finished with the line, me and the LGBT crowd will gather and go into the Invisible Children headquarters. At the reception desk will sit a male receptionist. He will notice me and say, "Good morning, sir, how may I help you?" Then I'll respond with, "Hello, my name is Pickles, and I have come to finally help Jason Russell out of his closet once and for all eternity, for all the faggots, for the land and the sea." He will look at me completely nonchalant and ask, "Do you have an appointment for butt sex?" "Oh, I have it right here." Then I'll pull my pants down, and do go see, revealing the ulcerated, cancer and polyp-ridden mess that is my colon. Do you see it? It's right there. Between that large self-aware polyp and the tumor. Then the receptionist will begin gaping with his mouth and his eyes begin to bleed. I will of course become extremely fucking horny at the sight of his mouth hanging open, so I'll grab my mastodontic, 300-mile-long cock, and shove it down his throat, and fuck his ass from the inside out like blurd 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 blurd. Why the fuck isn't he doing anything? Blurd blurd, time to fuck your ass. Fuck, he's still just staring. Don't worry, I'll bring you back from the dead. And then, I reach under his ass and give him a reach around. Forevermore he shall rest in peace. Until the day he will return. Like it's been said. Fulfilling the prophecy. He'll rise up from the dead. Iron Savior is swell. Bag, that swallow. And then the receptionist will finally wake up, having blossomed into a beautiful agate. He'll point me in the direction of manager's office. Going inside, I will see a huge fucking football stadium-sized room filled with endless after endless sacks of money. In the middle will be none other than Jason Russell's two bootlicks, Bobby Bailey, and Laren Poole, who's giving him a massive, wicked nasty, slurpy blowjob. Bobby will be too ecstatic to notice my presence, and Laren is busy wiping the dollops of saliva and sperm hanging between his preoccupied lips and the hilt of Bailey. I will walk up to them, and tap Laren in the shoulder with my mastodontic, 300-mile-long cock. He will release the tip of Bobby's cock, who immediately notices this, and the two of them look up to me, and ask, what the fuck is going on here? Then I'll respond, isn't Jason Russell supposed to be the manager? I know the two of you are just his bootlicks. Then Poole will say, oh yep, but he's busy with his tildes, he's busy helping the starving Asian kids in his office, fuck it. Then Bailey will step in and say, Jason Russell is busy helping in Uganda. Then he'll look behind me and notice the receptionist, as he's busy fucking with the LGBT crowd. Looking back at me, he'll say, you sick fuck, I am calling the police. Then I'll get really fucking pissed and say, now I will show you the true, textbook, universally and multiversally recognized definition of a sick fucking faggot. Using Laren Poole as a cock ring while I fuck Bailey's ass. By the time I am done fucking your boss's beautiful, handsome, gay and gorgeous face, you'll be busy getting donations for me to buy more dildos. Now suck my cock, you eggs. Bag, that swallow. And then, I'll ask the receptionist to take me to Jason Russell's office. He will lead me up a 10,000-step staircase all the way to the top of the Invisible Children headquarters. The staircase will lead to a single door, made from pure fucking gold. I'll slowly turn the knob and go inside, as the receptionist goes back to get fucked in the butt by the LGBT crowd. Finally, I'll say, it's just me and the final boss of Invisible Children. Closing the door behind me, I'll notice that the carpet is made out of $100 bills, every single furniture is made of gold, and the world's most fucking expensive bed made out of silk sits in the middle, also covered in a huge fuckload of dollar bills. There will be shoe tubes at the ceiling, raining green dollar bills everywhere. At the other end of the room will be a gigantic, humongous collection of dragonian horse dildos still blistering with anal lube, a collection so fucking huge that it could feed the entire fucking Barney bunch for all eternity. Then suddenly, out of nowhere will come the horse that raped and killed Mr. Hands, running towards me with a horrified expression. It will run away so fast that even when I try to catch it with my mastodontic, 300-mile-long cock, it manages to slip away. Shuddering with anger, I'll just let this one slide as I venture deeper into the dark room. Then, in the middle will appear a short figure, walking on two stubby legs, carrying an enormous, warehouse door-sized gaping asshole facing in my direction, bent over and diving two small hands into the asshole, stretching it ever wider. Below his gigantic asshole will be hanging a big black ball sack, and a giant, erect horse cock-sized penis. I will be utterly dumbfounded as I look at the monstrosity in front of me, and then to my horror, its goatee will look at me, like it actually sees me from its deep, seemingly endless pit of darkness. And just at the point of seemingly complete horror, his goatee will speak to me, and ask, what the fuck are you doing in my office? Are you really Jason Russell? Then he'll respond, yes, I am. I am the Alpha and the Omega. I am the penultimate faggot. I am the biggest faggot for all eternity. By venturing into my sacred closet lair of butt faggotry, you have sealed your fate. Then his goatsy will lunge at me like a crazed animal, and try to eat me up in whole. Using my homosexual, cat-like reflexes, I will dodge the attack. Looking over to his side, I will see that Jason Russell has no upper body above the waist anymore, and his hands are really just levitating beside his asshole, like those of Raymond. I realize that I cannot fuck this thing, as I sure as hell wouldn't stick my dick into that abomination. So I scream like, then to my surprise, Jason Russell will make a 90 degrees turn in the middle of his sprint, and before I could move out of the way, his goatsy will eat me up with little to no effort. Falling inside, I will see the goatsy expand before me to the size of many light years. His goatsy having been stretched so big, it bends space and time like a black hole, appearing much smaller from a distance than it really is. I will be left screaming like the cellmate above, as he loses his anal virginity, like then I will fall deeper and deeper into the vortex of doom, as the outside world disappears forever. After several days of falling non-stop, I will find myself having wandered into an abyss filled with the colors of the rainbow. In the middle will be none other than Jason Russell's disembodied, levitating head with that gay expression. Without moving a single muscle in his face, he will speak to me. Drew Pickles. Welcome to my closet. Now I will consume your soul and absorb your gayness, to become an even bigger flaming closeted faggot than I already am. But, we're all faggots for each other, Jason. You can't possibly defeat me. I have fucked every male organism in the universe already, and I have used everything as dildos. He will respond, with a saddened voice, I am sorry, Drew. The problem is that I am no longer in control. I have an endless urge to absorb anything gay, and use every possible thing as a dildo. I cannot stop being a huge faggot. I am truly sorry that it came to this, but there is no escape from my goatsy verse. Then his head will begin sucking out my soul, as I scream like but just then, I will see that the LGBT crowd, as well as the Barney Bunch, have come for my rescue. Falling down, they'll stand beside me and say, "Okay Drew, time to bring this faggot out of the closet. Are you ready?" "Oh, I am fucking ready, let's dance." Then we'll all begin raping Jason Russell's gay face, like Don't worry Jason, you won't have to be in the closet for long now. Ronald, keep him occupied with your poopy cummy cheeseburgers. The Quaker queer, fuck his mouth once you're done smearing your cock in your own shit. Arthur, deliver a green wet fart under his nose. Then Jason Russell will scream like no, but we'll just continue fucking his beautiful, gorgeous head like now time to finally blast you out of this nightmare. Bag, that last swallow. Having all come at once, we'll completely flood the goatsy verse with cum, and Jason Russell's beautiful face will shatter and disappear. After a while, all of us will wake up in Jason Russell's office. I'll look around, trying to find Jason Russell, but he will be nowhere nearby. All that will be left is an endless supply of dead niggers, all the invisible children that Jason Russell had made invisible in his asshole over the years. Shedding a tear for his plight, I will walk off into the morning with a feeling of loss in my heart. Loss for the beautiful, yet tragically doomed super gay super faggot, Jason Russell. Wow, well that was amazing and very scary, and very Jason Russell rapingly, hipster faggot bashingly, closetedly swell. I think I will go do all that right now. See you my sexy faggots.